gotta be kidding me. Good thing I can use clips to go back to the VOD and change where it's clipped. I'm smart. And look at this putz.
Actually, when he showed it to me, I was like, oh my god, can I have the tin? And he's like, no, it's a giveaway. But
who's David?
He called the shot. What?
Who's David?
Oh my god, who's David? I gotta go.
But I couldn't find any that were purple that would fit my face because I have a giant head. It's true. I have like a ridiculous. It sucks. Doesn't help that I'm kind of fat.
Go ahead, have a drink. Lie.
A little bottle of water. A little bottle of water. A little bottle of water.
I instantly regret that. Dig out the little bone around the root nerves. And because there's supposed to be a hole where the nerves go through oh god, I can't believe I just did that on camera. Oh, no big deal. Just a bomb all-star rookie. Hey, Mr. Young, this already is a really good...
Oh, we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore?
Ding? I got a ding? Oh, I do have a ding. Oh, that's a good ding. No. Anybody want to talk about the colon? We could have a whole conversation about the colon. Or his half-pint friend. Just like Abraham Lincoln chose in his one and only duel. And when he showed up carrying a almost 4-foot-long razor-sharp cattle saber, the person who challenged him backed down quite quickly. True story, look it up. It's real. He was challenged to one duel in his lifetime, and the person backed down at the sight of him bare-chested with a... What is this? Oh my god. This is a sketch card. Are you kidding me? One of one! Mickey and the Beanstalk! This is going to be very expensive on eBay! Hello, Mel! For a splash page and Action Comics 1050 signed and certified for Alex Ross. That was 109 for the pair. Crazy. These prices are crazy, man. Crazy. You got deals. It's crazy. Yeah, it's all good, man. I have a feeling 60% of the time it works every time. Sex Panther. It's made with real bits of panther. Stings the nostrils. It's a formidable scent. If and his cousin Rory Rotator Cuff. His cousin Timmy Tommy John. We need to keep that one. Timmy Tommy John. That's I love you, Carlos. Shang-Wai Lee. Yeah, tell us how you really feel, DC. Dan Iny. You son of a bourbon, you bastard. Bourbon, you bastard. This is a rare Sean Strickland. You son of a biscuit. I hope you stub your toe tonight before you go to bed. I hope he gets a Wander Franco. Well, he's got pack number 3. Let's see if 3's got that magic in it. You got the gooch! My wife is Abby Normal. She's like, All right, here we go. A little Looney Tunes. We are danger close to a case hit if this case has one. And, oh my God, Prue Ackerman. Let's hear some bars. Okay, go. I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8 38s, 9 9s, 10 Mac 10s. You know what never ends. You can't touch my riches, even if you had MC Hammer and M357. Now listen, I'm not going to get into it, okay? Let's just get into the game. It's just going to be easier that way. Hopefully it didn't come across camera, me just dribbling beer all over myself. Nothing says family friendly like covering myself in beer. 2 C's. 2 C's, BK. A little bit thicker. 2 C's. Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Thicker. There it is. BK. Sounds dirty. Well, you gotta be kidding me. Good thing I can use clips to go back to the VOD and change where it's clipped. Nachos de Bueno. What's up, Sapuros? Sapuros, if you refresh your screen, it'll fix the title. Oh, wow. Already starting with the crappy, slow garbage. Oy vey. All right, let's cut that. Let's end that. All right, it should have fixed it.
The suspense is terrible.
He's gonna go this time.
I hope it'll last.
What up, Don? How you doing?
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
I am sorry, sound is still broken. Thank you.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
"43 months, Don. That is a long time, and I appreciate and love you for it." All right, what if I just did this? What if I just burned it all directly to the ground? What if I did that? What if I just burn it to the ground? Yeah. What up, Pat? All right. Burn it all to the ground. All the Buffalo Boys are here. It's true. Let's close that. Of course, we're all sitting on our butt. Yeah, why not? It's what we do. Oh man, this is absolute crap. Let's go into can't fix it, folks. Sorry. Can't fix the crappy chat. Hello, Crystal, Juan, and the babies. It is Rhea's second birthday. Now, for some reason, I had Rhea's birthday in for Monday and Crystal and Juan's anniversary in for Wednesday, when it was uno reverso. So Monday was Crystal and Juan's anniversary. Today is baby Rhea's birthday. Well, I mean, she's 2. I don't know if I can call her baby Rhea anymore. Toddler Rhea? Little lady Rhea? WWE Women's Champion in training, Rhea? Toddler Rhea. Strike that. Reverse it. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know how I think it's because I got both of those information at the same time. And you know me, I can't keep anything straight. So it's like, ooh. And then like at the end of the day was like, I got to put this in my phone or else I'm going to forget it. Scuba! Nice new name. I said, I better put it in my phone before I forget it. And I juxtaposed them as I was putting them in my phone. Yep. The chat is super slow. I can't do anything about it. I just wish there was one program that did everything, but there isn't. So I have to use 4 programs to do one thing. Panshin Express in North Tonawanda. Excuse me. Just now leaving Disneyland. Good stuff. Nice. I dig it. Please do. Listen. Nobody here gets upset when you share the girls on Discord. They are a ray of sunshine each, and we love both of them. Meow Doku level 200 for ice.
Yes, me lord.
I had to delete it. I was like, this is just taking up too much time. I had to get rid of it. Hello, me lord. See, look it. Lord Brownie's sound effects aren't even working. What kind of chintzy garbage stream are we
Wow, is very nice.
where nothing works and everything sucks? Yeah, I know it doesn't work for me though, and I'm kind of important. I don't know how to tell you this. I'm kind of a big deal. Oh, whatever. I should just be used to not having nice things. It's a show featuring me. Of course it's just not going to be nice things because I can't have nice things. I can't have nice things. Well, you know who can have nice things? Jimmy. Now, I don't know how many of you follow Jimmy on the Instagram. Nice, Scoobs. But Jimmy had a really massive Pokemon card pull that immediately went off for grading. How about a little Mega Darkrai EX Gold? Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Kinda nice. He was, it was quite excited. Although the sun is really bright, so he is squinting. And I spent the morning playing pinball. That Star Wars game was fun. Guardians of the Galaxy was broken, unfortunately. Groot did not activate multi-ball. I think there was 1 or 2 balls missing from the machine. So that was a downer. The Lord of the Rings, it's the old one. It was a lot of fun, but this see that white square at the tip of my finger? That is a bumper that perfectly angles every shot directly down between the bumpers, the paddles. I was not happy. It was a lot of fun. The Balrog seemed to not be registering hits when I had to battle the Balrog. But all in all, I had a lot of fun. Flippers, paddles, same. Not all of us are diehard like you, Scuba Steve Pinball. So, immediately, that was sent to, we're going to go CGC for that one. Oh, yeah, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I can try clearing it again.
The suspense is terrible. I hope it'll last.
We should always blame Kate for the chat. Always. And the reason I can't hear anything is because of Kate, too. Digital output. You did. I bet you did. All right, let's apply that. Let's do this. Nothing. Nothing. Whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, it's always going to work on your end, Scoobs. The issue is it's not on my end, which means I can't hear any of the alerts or any of the notifications, which defeats the point of the notifications for me. That's the issue. I can't interact if I can't hear. Speakers. Apply. I actually do have a horrific ear infection. This is extremely painful. And I have lots of drops for. Stream? No. General? Update. Source. Poopies. Yay, CT scans. Nothing works. Nothing works. It's not working. This is all poo. It's all crap. It's all garbage. It's poop. Pretty much. Oh well, can't figure it out, and at this point, I'm starting to not care at all in any way, shape, or form. That's a dangerous thing when I stop caring. What up, chef? Mad scientist of fruit tray. Speaking of fruit, I had a really good smoothie today. My mom had a really good smoothie today too. Went to a smoothie place. Spent way too much for a smoothie, but it was delicious. And it was filling. I'm still not hungry. I'm supposed to go home in an hour and cook dinner. No, I'm not even hungry. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. There we go. Now we're comfy. Oh. All right, so for those who weren't here last week, I decided to basically give away for less than normal Daniel Gonzalez's original art. So there is a There Will Be Blood. It is a 5-spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spot. 1 spot is already sold. Excuse me. And that's right there. We are also almost done with Console Classics by Carlos and going to trigger those 5 giveaways. So all in all, we have lots to do if we choose to. Left to my own devices, got some puff pastry, caramel dipping sauce, then some Bluebell vanilla cream. What could be worse? Yeah, Scoob, that's the thing. Tattoos are sensationally addictive. I had a friend who was a tattoo artist and did 2 of my tattoos for next to nothing, and it's very dangerous, especially when you have somebody that doesn't make you really pay for them. There you go, already subbed. Yep, this is a stream of just me clipping my nails after looking down and realizing I needed to. Yep, some of you pay extra for this. There we go. Unbothered now. One of my pet peeves is when my nails aren't clipped. I used to, long time ago, 20 years ago, I used to chew my fingernails. Terrible habit. Not healthy. Not good for your fingers. Not good for you. And then I got out of the habit. And I realized me chewing my nails was not nerves or anxiety as much it was me seeing my nails and being like, I can't stand looking at them not cut. Because I wasn't chewing my nails constantly. I would just see them like, oh, they need to be done. And just, I guess I was too lazy to get something. What about chewing toenails? That's all you, Scoobs. That is actually Scoob's OnlyFans, is him chewing his own toenails. And with paid subscriptions, he will fly out the highest tier. He will fly to your house and chew yours for you. So, get ready for that. Now, of course, you have to pay his per diem, and it's like $1,000 a day. But for some people, that's small potatoes. Now, here's the thing. Not only will Scuba do that, he will come to your house with frozen fish sticks and a pocket full of tartar sauce. And he will both crunch and munch the frozen fish sticks, dipping them into the body temperature warm pocket full of tartar sauce. So you get a 2-for-1, actually. And no, he brings his own fish sticks. You don't have to supply the fish sticks. I mean, unless you want to. I think he's very particular about the breading on his frozen fish sticks, though. See, don't forget the fish sticks. See, he knows. He's like, yeah, the fish sticks thing. That's more of a his thing. The toenails are your thing. It's don't you forget it. Yeah, I get 20%. No big deal. No big deal. I arranged the flight, so I get 20%. Oh, Don't we all, Scoobs? Don't we all? Every single person in this chat probably takes meds, one way or another. Whether it's because we're fat, or because the world is closing in on us, or our heart doesn't work the way it's supposed to. I'm willing to wager almost every single, even not even just in the chat, every single person that watched this video. We as an American society love taking pills to make ourselves better instead of doing something about it. We could all get in shape and probably have to take a lot less pills. But it's easier to take a pill and continue to be sentient creatures. Don's like, yeah, right here. Not sentient. Sedentary creatures. Sedentary creatures. Oh. Wash that. I gotta wash that later. I gotta wash that too. Gotta wash my glasses. All of my pills are shaky related. See, I know, but they're still pills. Like, obviously, you need yours. I mean, I'm not saying all pills can be alleviated by exercise. But a lot of them, for most people, not affected by something debilitating, can do things to change their life to not need those pills. What up, Detroit? How you doing? So listen, don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this. But I heard a rumor that tomorrow the entire Breaker family will be here. Sadly, I have nothing for them to open as far as sports cards or otherwise. We got approved for our partnership. So sports cards will be more in the future. I am waiting for our wholesale login. So I have come up with some stuff because it was Don's idea. All credit goes to Don. These are hobby boxes, not to sell as hobby boxes, but to break it down into games of There Will Be Blood. This was Don's idea, and it was pretty dang smart when I really put it to use. I looked at the cost of each of these products. I said, some of these are 8-pack boxes. Some of these are 24-pack boxes. Some of these are 12-pack boxes. Some of these are 15-pack boxes. If we were to do, a buy-in, it guarantees you 2 packs. Or 3 in some cases. It would be between $20 and $60 a spot. But we'd be breaking an entire hobby box, which means guaranteed hits. So it is the initial essence of breaking, but instead of somebody getting left with nothing, it is guaranteeing something for everybody. Everybody's getting the same number of packs. There's nobody that's getting 1 and somebody getting 3. There's nobody that's getting, everybody's going to have an equal shot. No losers. And it's very inexpensive. So we thought about doing There Will Be Blood. You'll notice 2425 Upper Deck Ingrained Icons Hockey Hobby. Holy buckets. I love that product. That one could be, I think that one is like a 6-card box. That one might be he's like, I'm in already. That one might be a card break where the number of cards goes 1 through 6, 1 being the first, 6 being the last. And we jockey for position on what card in the pack. Something along those lines. That would also be like, $30 entry. Now, granted, for $30 you can get a base card. For $30 you can get a Wayne Gretzky auto. So I won't even know what's inside there. But we know everyone loves There Will Be Blood, and not everyone can afford to do a $100 There Will Be Blood or a $75 one. So if we can get them into the $20 to $50 range, that allows more people to play, and those who love hockey and sports and non-sport, this would be some fun stuff. Like the Goodwin Champion boxes are dirt cheap. You can get those for very cheap. We could do There Will Be Bloods that would literally be like a $20 buy-ins. Now, there's very little guarantees in there, but as you know from Goodwin Champions, the hits that are in there are like Jordan autos, LeBron James autos. There's insane autos. Now, they're not in their uniforms. They're not in their jerseys. It's usually just a picture of them like hanging out, but it's autographs. And of course, the autographs are like 1 in 10, 100 billion quadrillion. But you're saying there's a chance. So these are some of the boxes that I went through a very long list. And what was feasible price-wise to make it inexpensive for you, what had a lot of hits that were sneaky fun. I know Carlos would be thrilled to see Topps Chrome Deadpool Hobby broken. I think that one boils down to like $70 for 3 packs. But still the values of those cards. Football, I only went through a short list. The one I have on there, Contenders. The reason I have that Contenders, that's 5 guaranteed autos. But yeah, there is going to be football. I just hadn't got to. I went through hockey. I went through baseball. Baseball's tough. Baseball, everything's 24 packs in baseball. But I started with non-sport, went to hockey, because I know hockey typically has smaller counts. Then I went into non-sport. I looked through 1 or 2 different football. We'll have football. I just haven't gone through the list yet. But if you go on DCDcollects.com, you will see a tab for TWBB, There Will Be Blood. And that tab was added as a precursor to us having, at any given time, 4 or 5 different There Will Be Blood options available. So, that is going to be, it's going to be a thing moving forward. There Will Be Blood is fun. People seem to enjoy the white elephant. Money Mitch! What up, man? Thanks, buddy. You're fun. Man, what was I doing that Mrs. the Breaker and I thought of Money Mitch? What was it? Oh. What was it? There was something, and we're like, Money Mitch would love that. Yeah, it was. It was cool. It was something we saw. I don't remember now. I don't remember. I should have texted you when I saw it. Should have taken a picture and texted you. But I didn't, because I'm a jerk. wonder if it was Ninja Turtles related. Was it Ninja Turtles related? Might have been Ninja Turtles related. Thanks. So, tell me, how's the car? It's good. Do anything fun inside of it yet? It's 52 years old. It's fine. It was made to be driven. Chef says, I thought about you, DC, when I started following the We Steal From Old People on Instagram. What? We steal from old people? How the hell did it make you think of me? What? That doesn't make any sense. Replace some fuel lines, adjusted some carbs. Have you decided what you're going to do for the aspiration of it, Money Mitch? Oh, I got it now. I got it now. Yes, Reckless Benz. Okay. All right. I got it now. Big dreams. You got big dreams for it. It's like, I'm going to invent the first sextuple intake. It is going to stick about 2.5 feet off of the top of the block and require a custom call induction system to feed air to it. Either going to go with the stripped down emissions free L28 ET or the 26 Skyline. Well, I mean, RB26 is a classic engine, but I'd have to imagine that engine is like 12 grand. I mean, maybe 6.5 used and in need of some boring out. Yeah, 8 to 12. Yeah. Oh no. So actually, Money Mitch, I had when I was living in Florida, back in like 2007, 8, 9, 10. I had friends that were in car clubs. The specific club is Civic Integrations, where it was all Civics, Integras, Preludes, and Skylines. So I actually am familiar. Back then it was about 6 to 8 grand, so I imagine now it was about 12. So, yeah. Yeah, there was, at that time, I think it was the R34 is the one everyone wanted to drop in. I want to say it was the R34. R34 for some reason sticks in my brain. Until you realize it didn't fit in the one kid's car, and he's like, well, I have an engine for sale. Thought it would fit, but it doesn't. Old Skyline inline 6. Yeah. Inline 6 are the best. Oh, it's not a good day at all. He thought it would only take a little finagling. I can't remember which car was his. I can't remember if his was the Integra or the Prelude. I think it would fit in an Integra. Integras are pretty damn big. Might have been the Prelude that he couldn't drop it in. RB25 is one I'm not familiar with. Oh. 2.5. Inline 6. Thus 25. Duh. That's, you know, you look at it and it seems so small. Small. Dual overhead 24 valve configuration. Turbo. 280 horses. If you want to know what we're talking about, this is what we're talking about. It's a car only weighs 12 pounds, so. $10 off. Yay. Oh my. There's the R right there. R34. Yeah, it's the RB25 DET Neo. That was the one he tried to drop in and could not get it in. Boy, how about that, man? Those are, yeah, JD Motors, I bet you half of those have to be brought in. Yeah, that's Osaka, so that's not, you have to pay to get that in. Oh, mama. Including GST. Yeah, but how many grand to ship it? Like 3,000 shipping? Oy vey. Where's this one? This one's in Charlotte, North Kakalaka, and he's got 2 of them. Oh, yeah. You wrecked that car. That was pulled out of a wrecked car. Check out the abrasions. Glick.
It's nice. It's very nice. Yeah, this is a big wide boy. But I'm pretty sure this came out of a vehicle that somebody did not maintain control of. Oh, and you remove the plates? Yo, that's not sketch, right? That's not sketch. Mm. Okay, we gotta stop before we start getting ourselves in trouble. Oh, my phone case broke. So I'm raw dogging it for right now. Yeah, my phone's purple because I'm awesome. It's a 74. Who needs plates or IDs on it, right? So I got oh, that reminds me, I gotta find these videos for Kate. I had to do some videos yesterday, and the microphone would not clip into my phone without my case on, so I wanted to take my case off, and it just grenaded. I was like, oh, this is awesome. So I need to open this. I need to open this. I need to open this. I need to go there. I need to move this. We have to go to here. Okay. I need to move these into there. I need to move this into there. Did it work?
Hey everyone.
Yep, it worked. Hey, Sapphoros. I didn't even know you were gone. Oh my. All right, I gotta go to Discord and tell them I fixed my problem. Okay. Went and saw AC/DC on Saturday. Where was I on Saturday? Where were you? You were in Reno? I've never even been to Ohio. Ah. You were where the Raiders play. I was actually, speaking of Raiders, I was watching Bills highlights from training camp today. Oh my God. Josh Allen dropping absolute dimes to DJ Moore is not going to get old. Never even
been to Detroit. You'd like to meet whoever picked the seats for that stadium. Hi, Kate! So, Kate, I don't know if you saw it. I moved the videos into the right place. You're just going to have to watch them to figure out which order they go in. Because I left you context clues inside the video to tell you the order. And my sound still sucks. So you're going to need to plan your next trip whenever you're not sick and available. You have to plan your next trip here to fix everything again. Because not only did Castro Labs get an update, and not only did OBS get an update, but Mix It Up just got an update. So now everything is turds. Now everything is peanut encrusted turds in a punch bowl. Other than that, I hope you're doing well. Got the posters today. Boy, oh boy. We got really lucky. 'Cause did they not break the end of that tube in shipping? But thankfully, it only bent a corner a little bit. Nothing, it avoided catastrophe. But I could not believe the condition that tube came to me in. I was like, did you guys, like, eat this? Did you guys, like, rip it open to see what was inside? He's like, nope, that's how we got it. I was like, oh. I believe it was USPS. I believe it was USPS. I don't know. You have to ask Kate. She sent it. I never looked at the label. But I was like, oh, if this is destroyed, I am going to poo all over the floor of this establishment. It was fine. I was like, oh, thank God. For those who are wondering, I got the exclusive Wizard of Oz Mondo poster. I reached out, as you guys know, for most of you know, I reached out to my dear friend BK while he was in San Diego and said, hey, if you can get one, that'd be great. I'll give you $25 for doing it. And we got it, and it was the tube. Thankfully, thank you, Kate and Denny, for getting a thick tube, because if that was any standard tube, that would have been utterly destroyed. She's like, I've heard none of that. I've heard nothing. Hellbolt! Love you, man. Hellbolt, did you see the card that Jimmy pulled? Oh, isn't that great? He's so happy. Did a charity event, took comics and toys to kids in the hospital dressed as cosplay. That's good. That's awesome. I bet you that made their days. One of the cannons for those about to rock, and the charge almost fell on the singer. That's no bueno. Thanks, buddy. The cannon tipped over. Now, see, if it would have hit him and killed him, you could have said that you went to the last concert, and that ticket stub would be worth a few $100s. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, John Cena and Pete Davidson had a conversation about it. Fell about a foot or two away. I bet you there's videos of that. I bet you we could find that video now. I would not be surprised if that was a findable thing. Yeah, yep. Yeah, you know what I'm doing right now? I'm going to look up Sapporo's video of the cannon almost falling on AC/DC. was the explosive round inside the cannon. The charge fell out. Yeah. Man. You can't hear anything anymore? Listen, I'm not the one who set the sound up here. I mean, it's AC/DC. It's supposed to be loud. Yeah. Yep. I was the one Flanders kid. Oh, my freaking ears. Yeah. There's only one of the other issues. Yeah. I just have an ear infection. It hurts. Oh. Yeah, that looks really good, Chef. So, Chef, back when I lived in Buffalo, I lived out in the boonies. I lived out in the boonies. We are on 2 acres of land, surrounded by hundreds of acres of farmland. So our house, because it was really cold, we had a fireplace, a working fireplace that had I can't remember what it was called, but it would kick the heat out. It was like a blower that would heat up the living room, the kitchen, and such. So it was an active working, not just a like, hey, look, this is our fireplace. We used it. It was wood burning, and we used it to warm ourselves. We would sit in front of the fire literally and watch TV. And my dad, who culinary, he would core and slice an apple, like use one of the cores, but he wouldn't push it all the way through. He would just put it like 3/4 of the way through, and then he'd just punch the core out so that the slices were still spread. And then he would stuff cinnamon, brown sugar, inside the middle of the apple, then push it together, seal it up in tin foil, and toss it into the embers, or right next to the embers. And then let that go for a little bit, and then you'd get a bloomin' apple, pretty much. And then all of that would melt and caramelize. And we would eat the apples with the cinnamon brown sugar on them. It was so good. So good. Ooh. What else do we used to eat? We'd put in the fire. Or something else I don't remember. Marshmallows next to raccoons, yeah. That was in the woods, but that was in Allegheny. That was in the Allegheny Mountains. Station Washington State used my wood stove all the time. Yep. Jimmy still asks me about, is that the raccoon you fed, Dad? I was like, yeah, Jimmy, that's the one. That one that is on your stream right now is it. Roasted peppers and jack cheese? No, but it was something vegetative. It was something I didn't eat. It was something I didn't eat, so it escapes me. It was something like my dad liked that I didn't like. Oh, was it the goat cheese? I think he would throw goat cheese and let the goat cheese melt and then eat it with like crackers and a fork. Maybe it was goat cheese. It was something, I mean, I eat goat cheese now. I literally had it yesterday. I don't remember. It was something I didn't eat in my youth. I eat everything now. There's very little I don't eat.
We made our own we made our own crunch wraps. Since we can't eat the lettuce at Taco Bell, we made our own crunch wraps, and our crunch wraps, instead of lettuce, we used Spanish rice. So it was the giant tortilla, a layer of cheese, beef, the tostada, a thin layer of Spanish rice, a whole bunch of hot sauce, and then a little bit of cheese on top, and all wrapped up and pressed into the stove. Oh man, so much better than Taco Bell. It was no cheesy gordita crunch, but it was good. Goodness gracious, I'm tired. Yeah. There Will Be Blood. Went over what's left. Talked about Jimmy. I think that's it. What else do we have to talk about today? Hopefully you're doing okay. Tomorrow, Friday. Oh, okay. Well, I love you, Hellbolt, and I hope it's a good reason. Ooh. Nice. I like that. Work is good. Work is good. In other news, Baby Gwen has been scheduled for the 26th at 5 a.m. Oh yeah, that's 3 weeks' notice, Chef. You should be. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Grandbabies are the best. I don't know. Someday I'll know. Maybe in like 15 years. Ooh. So, I didn't shave, as you can see, and my hair is at the length that it itches uncontrollably. Like tomorrow, it'll be long enough that it won't bother me. If I would have shaved it, I would have been fine, but holy buckets, it's at that length where it's itchy. All right, man, see you later. Get some sleep. Good job, man. Glad you got some work. That's awesome. It's awesome sauce. I want to get a job at a theater because I just love movies and I would love free tickets to movies and a pretty flexible schedule. Ooh, Sapporo sent me photo. Oh, heck yeah, man. Oh, those screens are awesome. Yeah, they did a good job letting everyone see. It's a good stage setup. I wouldn't expect anything less from him, though. Sure, man. It's good. It's good. I got you. All right. Well, you know what we should do?
We should probably cut it. We should save our energy for tomorrow when the Breaker family is rumored to be here. I'm sure that's going to be a long one. I need this. I don't need that. Oh yeah, so we're grading that card with CGC. We are not doing this. I do want to talk about this before I go. So listen, we are aware PSA is the gold standard for grading cards. We get that. TCGs seem to sell very well with the CGC label. And the pristine 10s, which are the gold 10s, different from the Gem Mint 10s from CGC, still command a lot of attention. Now, here's the reason why we're doing CGC. Right now, PSA's backlog is 6 months. You cannot economy send. They are only doing priority and above. For the value of his card, which is between $2,000 and $3,000, I would have to have paid $150 to grade it. And the turnaround time would have been at minimum 3 months. Now, I'm confident that card is a 10. It was pack fresh. The moment he pulled it out of the pack, I said, Jimmy, I need that from you real quick. And I ran over and got a top loader from the guy. And the guy even was like, can I take a picture of it? I was like, oh, absolutely, dude. Take a photo. Just don't claim it's yours. He's like, no. I just like to show people what got pulled here. I was like, yeah, cool. So he took a picture of the card, gave me a free top loader, and I bought a 10-pack of top loaders from him, or a 25-pack of top loaders. Like, listen, you give me top loaders every time I come in here. Let me just buy some from you. And he's like, oh, thanks, man. He's like, didn't he just buy 1 pack? I was like, yeah, he bought 1 pack. He's like, well, he doesn't need any more packs of that, does he? I was like, no. And I said, I hate to say it, but those are dead packs that you have on the wall. He's like, yeah, don't say that too loud. I was like, no, I respect the hustle. But anyway, I digress. CGC, it was $50 to grade that card because it has a value of over $1,500. And return shipping with insurance of $2,000 was $35. So it only really cost us about $85 to grade that card. And we are not going to sell it. We are going to trade it. And when it comes to trading, if you have a Gem Mint 10 or a Pristine 10 in CGC and you're trading it to other TCG people, you're going to get a good trade value out of it. Your cash value would not be as high as it would be with a PSA 10. But your trade value is going to be high because if they want to flip it, they're just going to spend the $50 to crossover. They call it crossovering, where they send it to PSA and PSA crosses it over to a PSA. So it's a negligible cost to cross over a card. And we want a faster turnaround. Their turnaround is 3 weeks. So I'm sending it registered, insured mail. They should have it in 3 days. We should have it by September 1st, maybe September 15th at the latest. And that'll allow us to hit up a show and move the card quickly. That is from one of the most recent sets. That is a 2026 card. So the longer you hang on to that, the more of them show up. And we want to maximize Jimmy's trade value. I do have a membership with CGC. As a matter of fact, I signed up so that I could get the $150 credit. So I pay $9 for my CGC subscription, and I just used 137 because I graded another card of James's too. He had another super rare.
Red's Challenge from Unbroken Bonds, which was an ultra rare holo. That was $18 to grade. They're hard to sell because a lot of them were fake. They're hard to sell in raw. You have to have them graded. Those are heavily faked cards. His is the 2026 Pitch Black Mega Hyper Rare. English. One of them, the Japanese version of that, actually, I'll just show you. The Japanese version of that sold today, as a matter of fact. So this is that. What up, Hex? Oh man, did you see Jimmy's pull? The raw card sold for $177 today. The Japanese card sold for just under $1,000. That is tag. That's not a real. That's not a good company. But here's a Japanese PSA selling for $1,100. Here is an English selling for $15 in a PSA 10. So, yeah, we're going to be around, maybe not 2,000. We'll be around 12 to 1,500. Not for stream. Not for stream. Jimmy just pulled the Pokemon Mega Dark Ray EX. English. He pulled this card right here. And we're grading that, and we're grading the card that you gave him. Heading out tomorrow. Wow, somebody got... Oh, it's Japanese, that's why. I gotta put English on there. Yeah, 177 all day raw. Grading companies have chance pop with all the PSA issues. Yeah, PSA was just, it was just too much. The amount I would have paid for PSA would have been the difference between the value of the difference in the card value that each of those sell for. So it was not worth it, and I'd have to wait longer.
find. See if I can find a pop report. In English, please. Thanks, Aporos. English. Woo. Aren't most backlogged and people only choose PSA because of cache? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, PSA is backlogged, actually. PSA's backlog is 3 months. And that's what they're claiming it is. It could be longer. So here's the pop report. There's only 2 Gem Mint 10s, one 9.5, one 3 9s, and a 7.5. And one just certified authentic. So there's only 8 in CGC. The idea is good. The execution is caca. All right, here we go. 2026. Where is... there we go. Thanks, Carlos. Hmm. 2015, 2017, 2022. Interesting. don't see a pop report for that. Yeah, PSA doesn't have a pop report on that for some reason. Oh, there we go. Pokemon, Pitch Black, English. View the population report. There's only 7 graded. 2 are Gem Mint 10, 5 are 9s. So this card is sensationally difficult to hit in a 10 with only what? 5 known cases of it being in a 10 anywhere? So there's 2 10s out of 8, 2 10s out of 7. So there's only 15 graded cards currently. 15 graded cards, and only 4 of them are 10s. That's it. Those are both registries. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Especially the gold ones are etched foil. So, yep, that is a low pop card in English. In Japanese, which is what you see a lot of them. Let's take a peeky poo. What the Japanese is. Japanese Mega Ultra Rare. Oh yeah. Hold on. Is that really? Mega Dark Ray, Mega Hyper Rare. I think they call theirs. They have 637 of them graded. 484 of them are PSA 10. I'm gonna show that to you. The Japanese, which they call it the ultra rare, not the hyper rare. The hyper rare is only certain. They call it hyper. I don't think Japan has a word for hyper. Mega Dark Ray, Mega Ultra Rare. 484 of them are 10s. So that's why it's a big difference to have an English one. And you're right, the English ones are later to market. By the way, that was my search history. If you guys want to go back and pause that and see that I have the lamest search history in the world, feel free to do that. They have gold edges. The backs of them are gold. Why is the sky blue? Why is water wet? The backs of them are gold instead of blue, so it hides imperfections a little bit better. Their pocket monsters have the gold backgrounds, so they are easier to pull 10s because they're slightly thicker stock, and they have a lighter coloring around the edge versus the darker coloring of English print. So traditionally, the design itself makes it easier to grade. So that's why having an English copy is a big deal. That's why you can find a lot of the Japanese copies for a lot less, because they also mass produce them more for the Japanese markets. More boxes are produced for the Japanese markets than for the English market. Traditionally. I don't know if that's true today, but I know traditionally they are. All right, folks, I'm going to get out of here. I have a family waiting at home that would like to see my face. I also have a story I got to read. Brother was here the other day, seeing how he was Pokemon cards from when he was a kid to my niece and nephew. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't let them play with those. Yeah. Yep. Especially the OGs from '99. All right, folks. I gotta stop itching my head. It's gonna make me break out. I need to just leave my peach fuzz alone. Leave the peach fuzz alone. All right, so your choices are Pay BT Dub, which is Pay By the Way. That was the artist that we rated for the first time last week. Or we can go to Xanthi. So Pay or Xanthi are the choices. Or do we just call it a night and you don't have me raid anywhere? Sapporo says it's Xanthi. All right. All right, folks. Thank you for letting me talk about my son's Pokemon card. I'm very excited. I hope you should be too. I'll let you know how the process goes. The mail is being sent tomorrow. It is registered mail, which means it is, lock and key sent and insured. So I will get information onto when it was delivered, and then we can start the countdown. See how well CGC does with those 2 cards. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here with me, and I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and then you'll be around to see, hopefully, my lovely wife, mother, and son tomorrow. Take care, be safe, love you, bye.